And welcome out to the Bears Den here at Bryan High School. It's the Celina Bulldogs at the Bryan Golden Bears in high school boys basketball on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. And Brian, the Golden Bears coming off a tough loss last night to Evergreen, 56-44. But one thing we could say about them all year long is they've played hard.
Yeah, we talked about it during the girls' game today. On these back-to-backs, even with rough Fridays, the boys have shown up on Saturday. Excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely.
A long drive to Evergreen last night. Tough place to play. A really good Vikings team with a couple of good scores. Bears didn't come out on the right end of it, but back home today, kids have been resilient. They've really worked hard, and they've lost some tough Friday games, come back and won on Saturdays in non-league games, so let's see if they can do that again today.
Absolutely. Well, it is the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Had a chance to chat with Bryan head coach Brock Homeyer. You're going to hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say
thank you.
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Brock Homeyer of the Bryan Golden Bears. And Coach, tough loss last night at Evergreen.
Yeah, they played well. The first half, we really got going and kind of, too many turnovers, way too many offensive rebounds. You can't let good teams do that kind of stuff to you. And it was competitive for the most part, and they kind of, ran with it at the end. But I was proud of our effort.
Gavin Jessing had another nice night.
He just keeps on coming. It's fun to watch him play. I'll say I did not see this coming, as well as he's been in the last 4 or 5 games. But offensively, he's as good as we have right now.
That's awesome. All right, so now you're going to face Celina, non-league game, Saturday game again, Friday, Saturday, rest of the way out. And Celina, a team you guys beat last year in a much low-scoring game. Mm-hmm. They're improved this year. You're improved this year. But when you look at them, what do you see?
Athletes. They've all grown. They have really, turned it up a bit. I think they have 10, 11 wins this year already. But we're going to try and slow it down, try and zone them a little bit. And, if we're offensively, when we take care of the ball and we can put all 4 or 5 aspects of the game together, we're pretty good. It's just when we shoot it well, we turn it over a lot. When we don't shoot it well, then we don't turn it over a lot. We're still yet to see that game, a really good game, come together and have all 5 guys just absolutely play as hard as they can.
Where everything comes together and it's not just 1 or 2 things.
Correct.
When you look at them, how do you? When you're scouting for them, do you try to match what they're doing, or you just want the guys to do what you're doing, what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm a big believer in what can we do and how can we affect them instead of what are they going to do to us. If you've watched us for the last 3 years, we've invented every situation to lose a game. So I'm not worried about, big pressure situations, zones, press. We've seen it all. We've seen it all at the end of games. We've seen box. We've done all kinds of things. So for me, I worry about our guys. I think we at home play a little bit more confident. So I'm hoping that, that will help fuel the engines of making shots and being confident. We still miss a lot of layups that we shouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully they put the whole game together and you guys get a win here at the end of the season, because we don't have very much left.
I know, yeah.
Draw coming Sunday, right?
Yep, tomorrow. And, you look at these games as in these are builders now. These aren't, where if you lose, your district's going to be completely flipped, or it's a non-league, so it doesn't have anything to do with the league. But I think these games are what, boost you to the tournament for that sectional game to get you ready.
All right, well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck as you face Celina.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Brock Homeyer of the Bryan Golden Bears is going to take this time out, come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
The Fountain City Amphitheater provides opportunities for families and friends to have fun at many different events. After winning Season 21 of The Voice on Team Kelly, Girl Named Tom recently performed a free concert on the AMP's incredible outdoor stage, thanks to numerous corporate and family sponsors.
With a 5-tier sponsorship opportunity, you can help support this project and all that is to come. Sponsorships promote brand exposure and include unique bonuses with each tier.
To learn more about how you can help provide quality programming at the AMP, visit cityofbryan.com/FC Amphitheater.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold. Want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game. They include Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, the Bryan Parks and Rec, Fackler Monument, Bryan Athletic Boosters, Danielle Van Adda Agency, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Northwest State Community College, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Newcomers Schaefer Spellinger and Breininger, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veterans Services of Williams County. Well, the last time these two teams met was back on February 3rd of 2023, Bryan defeated Celina 43-37 in a low-scoring game.
Yeah, and I didn't get down to Celina for that. I remember the kids were excited. That was a good win on the road. Again, a Saturday night non-league game. Last year, wins were few and far between, and that was a good win on the road, especially late in the year as they're getting closer to tournament. And that's what you'd like to see again out of the kids tonight. Bounce back from a tough one and get a win here as we're getting closer to tournament time.
Absolutely. And so let's take a look at these two teams. First, let's meet the Bulldogs of Celina. Bulldogs coached by Adam Johns. He's in his 4th year at Celina. 26-57 is his record. They're averaging 53.4 points a game, allowing the same 54.3. And the stat that jumped out to me when I looked at everything is they played in 4 overtime games, including a triple overtime barn burner versus Kenton, and they're 4-0 in overtime games.
Well, I like the 4-0 in those overtime games. You got to like your kids. Holy cow. I mean, that's some pretty good mental toughness to be in some late game situations, and 3 overtimes is really going to draw on your resources.
Let's take a look at how they got here. Their season to date, their last 5, they beat Defiance, lost at St. Henry, lost at Ottawa Glandorf, as do most people, versus Bellefontaine they won, and they won against Crestview. And so the WBL obviously tough this year, and they got that league win over Defiance as their most recent game. Taking a look at the Bryan Golden Bears, coached by Brock Homeyer. He's 3rd year at Bryan. He's 12-49, averaging 44.6 points a game, allowing 50. And Gavin Jessing, we talked about him earlier this year. He had 22 points last night, and Bryan's lost to Evergreen. So a good outing for Gavin last night.
He continues to score, continues to be productive. Ever since he's worked his way into the rotation and now in the starting lineup, he's been putting up good numbers, not only to justify that, but to be a huge point of production for the Bears.
Absolutely. Golden Bears last 5 looks like this. Again, they lost last night at Evergreen. They defeated Bath last Saturday, lost to Liberty Center Friday night, had a lie to the weekend before, and then that game at Fairview, the game with Fairview that you did with Dylan Dominic that basically got taken away from them at the end by officiating.
That's a really tough one. Just a bunch of unfortunate events and things that the boys had nothing to do with. There were things that are completely out of their control that took one away from them, but I think mentally they've recovered pretty well from that. They've moved on. They've got a win since that point. So let's continue to move things the right direction. Because the second season is coming, so let's find a way to be playing good basketball when it does.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. We're in the Oberlin Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Going to take a timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. And time now for our keys to the game, being brought to you by the Carlin Company, Realty and Auctioneers. The Carlin Company is in your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained number one in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. Let's take a look at keys to the game for the Golden Bears.
All right, well, tonight, come back after that loss last night and play with some intensity. Celina's had a long day. They've been up here for a while. That's a long trip. They had a road game at Defiance last night. So let's find a way to come out, have a good quick start, and get a lead early and hang on. Rebound at both ends. Be athletic. We do a nice job when we can get bodies on people, make sure we control the boards. And that's probably the biggest thing at the bottom, put four quarters together. When I've seen the boys play, that's probably been the biggest issue is they play great in stretches and great in stretches. They just can't put it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something they definitely need to do. And that's what Coach Homeyer said, just talking about it. I mean, you hate to say, you know, they're playing hard. They are playing hard, but if they could just get four quarters together, all the facets of the game would be a lot easier.
Yeah, and they've got the tools. It's all there, and they've got some wins to show for that, and we will be a good team when we put all four of those together.
Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at the keys to the game for the Celina Bulldogs.
Make sure you get the ball to the basket and finish around the rim. They've got a couple of – they start seniors. You talked about them in those overtime games. They start seniors. They've got some older kids too, so they've got some kids that have been through some things, had a really good football season, carried that over into basketball with some stuff. So they want to attack and finish around the paint, be aggressive, limit our second chances, keep our guys away from the boards. Don't let Jessen get second chances. Keep Kepler and Dominic away from the boards and try to control Sam Harold. And then make sure you've got good energy for four quarters. Long road trip for them to Defiance last night, home late. Long road trip to Bryan today. So we'll see how their legs are in the back-to-back and have to make that long drive, be on the bus for a while.
Absolutely. Well, it's Celina and Bryan getting set to do battle. Let's take a look at the league standings. First for the NWOAL. They are currently shaping up like this. Wauseon at the top, sitting at 5-0 on the season. Archbold and Liberty tied below. And then you've got Evergreen Delta in the middle, and then Swanton, PH, and Bryan down at the bottom of that league race. And Bryan still has Wauseon left in that league race to play.
Yeah, a little bit like you would have thought it would play out at this point. I don't think there's a whole lot of surprises up there outside of maybe Patrick Henry. I think Patrick Henry after
they
the
were
year
picked to be the league champ.
Right, with the injuries that they've dealt with no Nashmeyer at all, and then the younger Krieger, the freshman. They lost two big parts out of that rotation before the season even started. Now we saw them; they're playing really good basketball. So,
all right, let's take a look at the Western Buckeye League. The WBL shapes up like this. I don't think anybody's surprised that Ottawa Glandorf's at the top.
I don't think you have to know a lot about the WBL, and you just assume that's who's going to be at the top of the league. Ottawa Glandorf, a very good basketball team again, with Ohio State commit Colin White playing for them this year. And you see Celina right up there towards the top, 5-2, 11-8 overall. Pretty strong league for the most part, and very good at the top.
This Celina team is much improved over the last year, so it'll be a tough task.
We saw that. We played them in football, was that about 3 years ago, and that wasn't much of a game down at their place. And then this year they made a good run into maybe the third round of the playoffs. So they've got some kids right now that are working hard, obviously, and having some success.
All right, we are going to take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll have our national anthem, starting lineups, and more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you, getting set to do this one is Celina and the Bryan Golden Bears. And Bryan sitting at 6-11, 0-5 in the league. Celina 11-8, 5-2 in the Western Buckeye League. Going to send it down to our public address announcer, Aaron Hughes.
For tonight's basketball game featuring the visiting Celina Bulldogs and your Bryan Golden Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, America is the land of the free and home of the brave, and that freedom has been afforded us by the dedication and sacrifice of brave servicemen and women currently deployed throughout our communities and around the world, and many others who have come before us. To thank these extraordinary men and women and to honor our nation, would you please rise in the playing of the national anthem.
National Anthem being brought to you by Veteran Services of Williams County.
The officials assigned this game have met the requirements set by the OHSAA and have been approved for an important role in tonight's games. Our officials are Mr. Galen Knopfziger, Mr. Chad Schimmel, and Mr. Matthew Mello. Gentlemen, welcome to Bryan. In order to make today's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration, authority figures, and of course, your team and their opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great and remember to respect the game. Thank you. Now to meet the teams. First for the guests on the scoreboard, the Celina Bulldogs. Starters for Celina, number 1, Caleb Gabes. Number 3, Braylon Gabes. Number 5, Grant Duncan. Number 11, Carter Allstoddard. And number 15, Caden Wertz. Varsity coaches Adam Johns, assisted by Scott Motor, Brett Dorson, Doug Stolley, and Kyle White.
Starting lineups being sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication. For all your mechanical piping needs, call 419-519-3111.
Golden Bears! At a guard, a 6'1" senior, number 3, Chase Kepler. At a guard, a 5'11" junior, number 22, Landon Bassett. At a forward, a 6'2" junior, number 14, Gavin Jessing. At a forward, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Sam Harold. And a forward, a 6'1" junior, give me number 32, Carter Dominic. Varsity coaches Brock Holmeyer, assisted by Kevin Holmeyer, Casey Spitnall, and Mo Zuber. Gentlemen, let's play ball.
There you have it. Do want to meet our officials real quick. Sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center, serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Our officials tonight, Galen Knopfziger, Chad Schimmel, and Matthew Mello, our officials tonight for Tri-State Vision Center. All right, getting set to go. Tip this one away.
See another junior that's worked his way up off of the JVs in the starting lineup tonight for the Bears. Landon Bassett's out there. Good to see that hard work get rewarded.
Absolutely. Off the tip-off, Celina wins it. First shot is missed. Rebound comes down. The Bears will go the other way with Kepler. Kepler will give to Bassett on the left wing. Now Bassett gives back to Kepler. Kepler goes inside the circle. We'll hand it off to Sam Harold. Now to Carter Dominic. Now back to Jace Kepler. Bears looking to work something inside.
Yeah, it looks like they want to touch here for Carter Dominic early. Celina out in there, starts out in some man-to-man. There's the backdoor cut off that elbow entry. Just not handled there by the Bears.
Yeah, just couldn't get it to Sam Harold. So 7:18 remaining first quarter, 0-0 your score.
Bears throwing some three-quarter court, 1-2-2.
Little different look like that. Try some things out, right? Ooh. They get it underneath to Carter Allstetter, and then the shot is up.
It looked like they had it in the walkaway to an open player, and he stood and waited, and then they got a nice cut there from one of the Gabe's brothers.
Yep.
Braylon, the leading scorer, coming in averaging 16 a night. The brothers together average 25 a night.
Jace Kepler got trapped and able to get out of it, and now the Bears are going to turn it over again. So first two trips are turnovers for the Golden Bears.
Yep, just not able to hit their mark there the first couple trips down for the Bears.
Gabe's brothers back and forth up the court. They get it across the timeline over to Caden Wertz. Wertz loses the basketball. Will pick it back up. Now Allstetter had it back to Wertz. Now back to Allstetter underneath. He's double teamed. He'll fire it out to Grant Duncan. Duncan thinks about a three, then he'll dish down on the left wing. Now they skip it across to Caleb Gabes. Gabes will drive and then come back out, and they'll swing it around the horn again. Now underneath, Braylon Gabes puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Jace Kepler. So Kepler's had 2 rebounds.
I think Carter Dominic got a little piece of that shot for the Bryan defense.
3 ball rattles in and out for Gavin Jessing. 6:01 remaining, 2 minutes gone, 2-0 Bulldogs.
Good look there for Jessing, the 3 in transition, good shot. No Bears in there for the rebound, but that was a good look.
Gabes with it. Go right side to Wentz. Wentz will go baseline, put up a little hook shot with the right hand. It gets it to fall. 4-0 lead for Celina.
Yeah, they ran a nice seal there against Jace Kepler on that right elbow in the 1-2-2. They had him sealed off, and he attacked, and Wentz was able to get all the way around for a layup.
Landon Bassett has it, nearly travel with the basketball, finds Jace Kepler for the first basket. Kepler did a nice job working through some traffic.
That was nice. Nice find by Bassett, kind of a little out of control. Good job coming to a jump stop, handoff there to Kepler for the finish.
Grant Duncan has it on the left wing. We'll give to Braylon Gabes, who will dribble all the way around. He's on the right side now, top of the key. Now over left side, Caleb Gabes. Gabes will get in between the circles, call his defense out. Carter Allstetter's there basically in the paint, trying to find him for a look.
Trying to set up, looked like almost trying to set up an overload there on the left-hand side. Trying to get some baseline action, screening the bottom of that zone of the Bears.
Celina has it in the corner to Allstetter. Now they cross court it, skip to Gabes. Caleb Gabes comes in, puts up a shot, and it falls. 6-2, Celina with 4:32 remaining first quarter.
And that's not bad defense by Jessing, just better offense. Nice lefty finish there for the other Gabes, who comes in averaging about 10. So those two brothers do a lot of damage for the Bulldogs.
Dominic had it at the foul line, then he'll kick off to Sam Harold, who misses a 3. Rebound is crashed, and will come down to Caden Wertz of Celina. He will run down, being chased by Jace Kepler. Now they get it underneath. Shot is up and does not fall. Sam Harold's going to be whistled for a foul, and Caleb Gabes will head to the line for the first Welling Construction free throws of this game. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Gabes is a 64% free throw shooter. His first one is no good.
Good job by Celina pushing. They've really pushed the ball up. That time they got the good look they got by trying to beat the Bears down the floor before they could get set up in that zone and able to hit the backside. And Sam Harold just got caught high when Gabes went baseline.
Gabes misses that one, and it is 6-2. in favor of the Bulldogs. Trap here, and they'll get it across to Carter Dominic. He will spin move, put up a shot, goes in and makes it 6-4. That trap has been pretty effective on Jace Kepler, but the last couple of times he's been able to get out of it and throw a high pass.
Yeah, he found Dominic there at the elbow with a nice diagonal, good offense, just a good one-on-one move by Carter.
Lennon Cisco had the basketball there, and we'll give it up to Caleb Gabes.
You look at Cisco, he comes in off the bench. He has their most threes. He's made 40 threes this year, and I think I saw he had something like 4 or 5 made twos. So he is a three-point specialist. So the Bears, now that they've seen the Bears in the zone, they're probably going to want to try to find him on the perimeter.
They're looking to inbound. They get it to Braylon Gabes. Underneath now to Jake Kanapke. 3-ball in the air, and there it is. We talked about it. Lennon Cisco, a 40% three-point shooter, puts his first 3 of the game in. Makes it 9-4 in favor of Celina. Bears get it over the timeline, quickly skip it, and it's turned over. Now they get it back, and it's a 2-on-1, and Jace Kepler will put it up and in. Nice effort there by Gavin Jessing to knock the tip pass back to a Golden Bear.
Yeah, good break there for the Bears. The Bulldogs didn't get a run out.
2:47 and counting, first quarter, 9-6 Celina on the Main Stop scoreboard. Main Stop's open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Main Stops in Northwest Ohio. Braylon Gabes will drive, put up a shot, and falls.
That's a good strong move right there. Threw a lot of bodies. He kind of lost the ball as he was going up a little bit and was able to finish.
Bears will bring it over. In the middle, now they get it to Carter Dominic on the left wing, back to Sam Harold. Now back to Jace Kepler in between the circles.
Celina was a little slow with their matchup coming out of the zone. They're a great set. There's a back screen. We saw that this morning from the girls.
Yeah, nice job there as Gavin Jessing got free on the low block.
Got a back screen there from either Carter or Harold. Carter Dominic or Sam Harold got the back screen, and nice find by Jace Kepler. Looked like he was throwing a fade on the football field.
He's thrown many of those.
Right guy to have trigger in that ball.
That's right, absolutely. Wernz with it now to Cisco. We said Cisco's the three-point threat. He'll look to drive then and kick out. Caden Wernz puts a 3-ball in the air, no good. Rebound comes down to Kepler. A nice job there by Sam Harold boxing out Jake Kanapke to get that, to let get him get that rebound.
Yeah, good teamwork there by the two seniors.
Kep misses that shot, and the Bears will chase down Celina as they get it down quickly. Oh, that looked like a walk. But coming in and putting a scoop shot up, Caleb Gabes, no good. And rebound will come down to the Bears. So Bears doing a better job on the boards.
Yeah, they got lucky there, gave up an offensive rebound off of that air ball, but they did a good job staying between the Celina player and the basket, forced a tough shot and a miss.
Maddox Langendorfer gets trapped down in the corner. They get it out to Kepler. Kepler will try to reset as he comes into the center circle.
Under a minute already in this first quarter. Been a fast-moving quarter.
We'll take it, right? Been a long day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Try to get it into Carter Dominic, and it gets tipped back out to Celina. They'll hold for the last shot. Braylon Gabes has
for an
it.
entry, elbow to block, and Jessing's pass got knocked away there, so another turnover for the Bears for this opening quarter so far.
21 seconds to go. Braylon Gabes launches a 3, or that's actually going to be a 2. And he's
wow, that was a really nice shot. He didn't even have his feet set, but you can just see a good shooter's a good shooter.
16-10 on the Main Stop scoreboard. We're going to take this timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. It is 16-10 in favor of the Celina Bulldogs, and really that three-pointer by Lennon Cisco at the buzzer is what the difference is. He's 2 threes. Other than that, it'd be a tie ball game.
Yeah, the three-point specialist came in off the bench against that Bryan zone, knocked down a couple of threes, including that one at the buzzer.
Sam Harold with a fadeaway.
You could start to for the Bears. The Bears have really been shooting it well. It's the 4 turnovers that have hurt more than anything. Lost some possessions.
Braylon Gabes with it. Working against Kep. He'll look to drive. Kepler falls down, and they call the offensive foul, right?
They did.
They
called
did.
the push.
Okay.
I think both officials did. And that was
Didn't
pretty
see-
good defensive work there by Kep. Made it look a little worse than what it was, I think, but he got in front of the player, squared up with the chest, and it's a good call by the officials.
Theater arts class may be coming in handy a little bit.
Mrs. Zuber may look for him for the spring lead.
Sam Harold gets fouled as he goes to put up a strong shot down at the short corner.
And that's Gabes again, Braylon Gabes.
That's 2 on him.
2 quick ones right there. Those are the first 2 fouls of the night on Celina to go on their leading scorer.
Now put Sam Harold to the line for Welling Construction free throw. First one is up and good. $13 for Bryan, 16 for Celina here with 7:15 remaining. First half. Next one is good for Sam as well. 2-point lead for the Dogs.
A good start here to the quarter for the Bears. 4 quick points, got themselves back within 2. And they've got Celina's leading scorer on the bench with a couple of quick fouls.
And they ramped up the defense. Cross court to Cisco, launches another 3. That one's no good. Rebound comes down to Carter Dominic. And again, teamwork on the rebounds as Landon Bassett did a great job of boxing out. Dominic's going to go the whole way. Puts up a shot off the side of the backboard. No good. Celina's running the other way.
Yeah, I think Carter made up his mind when he called it above the free throw line or 3-point line there that he was going to get to the basket. Had a tough angle.
Wernz with the basketball, top of the key. He's going to go all the way around left side around a screen. Then give over to Cisco, the top of the key. Cisco just to the left. Back to Wernz, now back to Cisco. Now they'll skip it over to Caleb Gabes. Now to Grant Duncan. Now back to Gabes, top of the key. Gabes looks to drive. Will kick out to Duncan. Duncan works around a screen from Gabes, puts up a shot, goes out of bounds, and it's going to go off of Celina. They tried to save it off of Golden Bear, but not able to do that. Carter Brown will check into the game, as will Gavin Jessing. Sam Harold gets a welcome break, as does Carter Dominic.
Yeah, good rotation there for the Bears. Get a couple of fresh bodies on the floor. 2-point ball game. Bears holding their own after those back-to-back threes by Celina.
Kepler getting trapped out here in the just over the timeline. Give it to Langendorfer, who shakes off a defender. Now back to Kepler. Kepler will go to Carter Brown. Brown to Langendorfer. Langendorfer looks to drive, spin move, shot up, too hard, rebound tipped around, still loose, comes down to the Bulldogs.
Maddox Langendorfer really likes to use that spin going downhill. Just couldn't find the correct part of the square to finish that shot off.
3-point basket, no good for Grant Duncan. Rebound comes right into the hands of Landon Bassett, and the Bears are running. Langendorfer has it, right side.
You mentioned the last possession. The Bears are doing a great job getting bodies on people after giving up some early offensive rebounds. I want to say that might have been discussed during the quarter break
possibly.
in the Bryan huddle.
Just possibly. Oh, they were trying to find Carter Brown streaking through, lost the basketball. Celina's running with it. Caleb Gabes will go up, miss the shot. We're going to get a charge call.
Good job by Carter Brown.
Yep, he took a charge. And out of the 3 fouls they've called so far against Celina, 2 of them have been offensive.
And they're all the Gabes brothers.
Yep.
Nice job by Carter. He saw Gabes coming from the elbow, set his feet, took that charge. Nice job saving that possession after the Bears had turned it over.
Kepler will cross the timeline, hand over to Maddox Langendorfer. Now back to Kep, back to Langendorfer. Just inside the 3-point arc, spin move, backs his way in. And we'll give it back to Kepler. Celina did a good job of not letting him through. Nice fadeaway jumper for Gavin Jessing, does not fall. Rebound comes down to to Jace Kepler.
Yeah, nice board there by Kepler.
Now he'll drive, put up a shot, draw the foul, and we'll head to the line for 2 Welling Construction free throws.
Kepler just kind of made his mind up right there that he was going to get that shot off. He was kind of wearing the Celina defender as a jersey and just went right up through him. And got the whistle from the official.
Caden Wertz with the foul. It'll be his first, team 4th, already in the quarter. And it's a 1-point lead as Kepler puts that first free throw in.
Yeah, there haven't been a lot of fouls called, but 5 fouls called, 4 against Celina here in the second quarter.
Kep's next one is good. We have a tie ball game at 16 with 4:20 remaining second quarter. It's a good one.
Quarter so far here for the Bears. Good answer to Celina's 16-10 lead at the end of 1.
Bulldogs moving it around. Cisco has on the left side. He'll find Grant Duncan underneath, and we're going to get a shove for Carter Brown. They're going to say that was on the floor.
A little handsy. Once the Celina player had the ball, Carter got his hands, both hands right on his back. Easy call for the official.
Celina player lined up at the foul line like he was going to take some foul shots, and they're like, no, that's not how that works. Tipped away by Kepler, the inbound pass, but able to go right to Grant Duncan. 3 ball for Cisco.
He is
feeling it as he has 9.
9 all from 3. I think he's 3 for 4 just himself.
Yep.
He has all of the Celina 3-point shots.
He does.
All makes, I should say.
3-point ball game now, 19-16 Bulldogs. Bears have it, 3:39 remaining second quarter. Langendorfer, kick out. Sam Harold, 3, in and out. Rebound comes down to Celina. Caleb Gabes driving.
And on the other end, the Bears have gotten 3 really good looks at 3. All shots have looked good, it just none have gone. You got to get a couple of those to drop in a game like this.
Absolutely. Cisco has it again. And every time that kid has the ball, I'm going to put a defender on him real close.
Yeah, there's no laying off of that kid. You're going to have to run him off the 3-point line and make him shoot 2.
They skip it to Braylon Gabes, who misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Carter Brown. We go under 3 minutes here, first half, 19-16 Bulldogs. Carter Dominic going to be checking back in. They get underneath to Langendorfer, can't handle the pass. Rebound, it comes down to Braylon Gabes, who is back in.
Not much of a window there, I think.
Nope.
Kep tried to force that one just a little bit.
Gabes makes the free throw, or makes the shot rather, and takes it 21-16. We've got a 30-second timeout. Timeout being brought to you by Brian Ford Lincoln, North Main Street. Brian, where good values mean a great deal. Bears have outscored Celina 6-5 in the quarter, but looks like momentum just a little bit going towards the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's been a game of short spurts, and the Bears got 6 in a row to start the quarter, and then Celina just responded with back-to-back buckets. So see what we can get out of this timeout right here. I think the timeout was called by Celina, so he probably wants to reset the defense or possibly make a change. Bears need to be prepared for that when they come out, but just been a little careless with the basketball. Our 6 turnovers have all been pretty much unforced errors, just not completing passes that we've got to get from point A to point B.
Throwing them in tight windows, and as we joked
that
about,
last one is just a tough one.
We joked about off the air in the girls' game about that is a body that, when you do throw it there.
It's not just going to go through them. It's not thin air.
Bears have it. Gavin Jessing on the left wing. Jessing stops at the foul line, loses the basketball. Scrum forward on the floor, and we're going to get a jump ball that'll go to Celina.
That's going to be another turnover for the Bears.
.226 remaining, first half, 21-16 in favor of the Bulldogs. They get it in. Full court pressure from the Bears. Wernz will get it to the corner, and Carter Brown basically launched himself into the pass.
I was more impressed that he was able to jump and avoid the Celina player as easily as he did. Someone on the Celina side yelled for a foul. He avoided him. He's the one. He gave himself most of the pain on that, hitting the floor.
Tall down to Cisco. Carter Dominic quickly gets on him.
Yeah, good job by Carter recognizing that you can't walk away from him with the night he's having.
They get it underneath to Caleb Gabes. Gabes head fake, spin move, shot up, no good, but he will get fouled by Carter Brown.
And you can see what that created right there for Celina. By having Cisco with the ball in his hands out there, it pulled that Bryan defender all the way outside the three-point line, which opened up the block. Carter Brown had to chase from the backside. When you have a kid that can shoot the ball like that and you have to defend out to and beyond the three-point line, just opens up the paint so much for everybody else to move and operate and get your offense going.
Yeah, just going to say that when you've got a kid making those threes, it absolutely gives a whole nother dynamic to your ball club. So both free throws good. That opens up the lead to 23-16. Minute 54 remaining here in the first half. Bears moving it around. Sam Harold, and we're going to say offensive foul. But I don't think that's called on Sam.
No, I think that was on Carter Dominic.
Carter Dominic?
I guess. Yep. Another 8th turnover of the half for the Bears.
Fouls.
That's a dangerous point right here. Down 7, they had it tied. It's been a 7-0 run for Celina. They need a stop, and then they need a couple buckets here to end the half in a good place. So they're coming out in the third quarter with a fighting chance, because this game doesn't have much pace to it. It's not a real fast moving game.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
They're going to say it's going to stay right here.
The officials looked at each other for a second, but unfortunately for the Bears, good eyes on the baseline, saw the deflection off of the white hands.
Celina looking to inbound. They get it into Caleb Gabes. Working against Carter Dominic. He'll put up a shot. Carter got it into that just a little bit, but Gabe's still able to make it for his 6th point of the game.
Been impressed with both of the Gabe boys. They do a nice job getting the ball to the basket, finishing around the rim, athletic and strong with the ball.
Sam Harold will put up a shot from the left block. Does not fall, but he is fouled, and he will head to the line for a couple of Welling Construction free throws.
Free throws 5 and 6. 5 and 6 here for the Bears.
That one falls, making it 25-17, minute 18 remaining second quarter.
There haven't been many. Celina shot 4. This will be the 6th one of the night for the Bears.
That one is a miss. Rebound will come down to Celina's Allstetter. And Caleb Gabes will bring it up.
And perfectly happy to walk it up slow, eat a lot of clock here, knowing that they've got this 8-point lead late in the first. They would love to go to the half, no worse than an 8-point lead.
Bears still in that zone. Shot is partially blocked, goes out of bounds and should stay. It'll go to the Golden Bears, excuse me.
Yeah,
That's the first one Cisco missed.
A little bit of a heat check out there from Cisco. That one was a little deep. But the Bears have been walking out a little bit further, too, so they're challenging the shot a little bit more.
I look like also the Bears got a handle on that one.
Well, Carter Brown would love you to think that he's got that kind of vertical, so he's not a tough no.
Shot missed by Carter Dominic. They get the rebound to Sam Harold. 3-ball, no good. Rebound comes down to Caleb Gabes. They fire it down quickly. Cisco has it. Now he'll skip it across to Grant Duncan.
Good decision there by the Bulldogs. Plenty of time left here in the half to get one and go in up no worse than 8.
Wernz with it. Look, he'll drive. Kick out. Shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Caleb Gabes, who misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Carter Dominic. He's trying to push it. He'll throw up a 3, and nothing doing as the main stop scoreboard shows 25-17 in favor of the Bulldogs. Going to take this timeout, and when we come back, we'll have halftime stats and much more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Halftime here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Main stop scoreboard shows 25-17 in favor of Celina. Main stops are open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. The main stops of Northwest Ohio. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. And let's take a look at our halftime stats. Let's first look at the team stats since Chris has got those ready to go.
Yep. All right. So in the first half, the difference here, you look at their shots. It reminds me a little bit of the girls' game this afternoon. The Lady Bears had a bunch more shot attempts than what Archbold did, and it came down to the turnovers. Bears have had 8 turnovers, so they've only gotten 16 shots off, 0 of 5 from 3. They've gotten to the line 6 times and made 5 from there, so that's been good. And Maddox Langendorfer's got them a couple of points off the bench. On the Celina side, 10 of 22, 3 of 9 from 3. All of those coming from Lennon Cisco, who came in off the bench hot, and it's kind of stayed that way. They're 2 of 4 from the free throw line, just 3 turnovers, and those 9 bench points are all Cisco's threes.
There you go. Let's look at individual stats, and we'll have Krista leave that halftime stats graphic up while you read those.
Yeah, on the Celina side, they've had 4 guys score. They've got 6 from Caleb Gabes, 8 from Braylon Graves, 9 from Lennon Cisco, who comes in averaging 7, and they've got a bucket from Caden Wirtz. On the Bryan side of things, we've got 6 points leading the way from Jace Kepler. Sammy Harold's got 5. And then we've got a bucket each from Maddox Langendorfer, Gavin Jessing, and Carter Dominic.
There you go. That's what our halftime stats look like. The Bears down to Celina 25-17. No one covers Williams County sports like 100.9 B-Rock, and follow the Golden Bears all season long on Q96.5. Listen on air online at WBNOWQCT.com. We're going to take our halftime break number 2. When we come back, we will give you some scores from around the region, talk about our upcoming schedule, and let you know about some other stuff going on. 25-17 in favor of Celina here at the half. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause.
To the school board and administration.
And everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say...
Thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington School property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Brian Bill!
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, want to thank our sponsors bringing the game. They include Andrews O'Neill Low, the Bryan Parks and Rec, Fackler Monument, Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler and Brininger, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Northwest State Community College, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Danielle Van Atta Agency, and the Bryan Athletic Boosters. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you, and thoughts here on the first half.
The daggers from Cisco have been the difference. Those 9 points on the 3 threes against our zone have hurt. We haven't rebounded real well. We're probably, if we're breaking even, we're lucky right there, and that's hurt on the defensive board. Some second chances there. The turnovers are what stand out to me. We've given the ball up 8 times, and it is points at a premium, low offense, kind of output tonight. You can't give away 8 possessions. And the Celina pressure is good, but it's not what's giving us our most fits. Right now we're just giving ourselves a lot of fits. We're just throwing some balls, taking too many chances. Passes aren't ending up where they should be, and that's got to be addressed and will be at halftime in the locker room, because we've got to value the basketball in a game that's 25-17 at the half when you know possessions are going to be pretty limited.
What are you saying if you're Coach Homeyer in the locker room?
Well, I think we've been running. The backdoor lob that we threw to Jessing was good. We've run some screens to get some open shots. We've had, I think at this point, we're 0 for 5 from 3. Every one of those threes has been a good shot in the offense. None have gone. Need to see a couple of those shots go in. When we've run stuff, we've got good looks. Our offense has been fine. It's when we've forced or been a little bit sloppy with the basketball, then that's led to some runouts for them too. We've been good on defense. We're running good things on offense. We just got to find a way to make some shots and limit those turnovers.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at some scores from around the region. Earlier today, the Lady Bears defeated Archbold 55-34. That was a good game for the Lady Bears. And then we got some scores locally at the half. This is boys. It's Wauseon over Anthony Wayne 27-19. Final in girls action today, Hilltop over Edgerton 44-28. Also girls action this afternoon, Delta beat Fayette 44-32. Also today, Findlay defeated Defiance 56-31. Defiance has won, I think, 2 of their last 4 games, including a big win, I think, over Patrick Henry.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see.
Maybe I'm wrong there.
Yeah.
Montpelier beat Continental 51-20 in girls action. Liberty Center beat Paulding 54-27 in girls action. Tonight, we've got Patrick Henry and Holgate in boys. Also, Northwood and Swanton going to be doing battle. Pettisville and Edgerton going to be doing battle today, this evening. It is Wapak over Kalida 9-7 in boys action. And in the first quarter, Whitmer over Defiance 12-6. A lot of games going on tonight, obviously, with this game being an earlier start. We don't have a lot of finals yet.
No, we don't have a lot of varsity games that have tipped just with your traditional 6 o'clock JV time.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule, our next 5 here for the Bears. First off, you're going to be doing the game next Thursday night as the Lady Bears host Swanton in the final league game on senior night. You and Tim Meister will have that. Try not to blow things up with the 2 of you.
We'll try to see. I did see. You know what I think it is? He picked that game. He didn't know it was senior night. He heard senior citizen night. So then he thought, okay, I want to be here anyway. I'll probably just do the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that must be it. But we'll do the best we can.
And then the following week we got boys action, Wauseon and Bryan. And the 22nd, for some reason, it's not popping up, but the 22nd at Otsego, we have the girls' tournament game as we open things up. So there you have it. Let's pull that off because it looks like the graphic is acting up just a smidge there. It's got Celina listed twice, so there you go. So we'll have that going on as well. The girls hosting Otsego. Boys draws tomorrow. We'll see where the Golden Bears line up, end up on their part of the bracket.
And there's winnable games in there. The Bears continue to play well, kind of work on things. Hopefully can find a way to scratch together some good games here at the end of the season, build a little bit of momentum. You can go a long way into fixing some rough patches in a tough season by winning some tournament games and having some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're going to get ready to go here, and we're going to take a quick timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll come back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, getting set for the second half action as Bryan trails Celina 25-17. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you.
Bears have the starters on the floor here for the third quarter, and I think Celina's coming back with their starters. They've got just the one player, Braylon Gabe's leading scorer. He's got 8 at the half. His average is 16. He's got 2 fouls. Bears probably, if we're going to make a run and get back in this, attacking him, trying to get him into some more serious foul trouble would be a good idea. But Bears have the ball here and need to do something with it. Need to have a good possession, get a bucket to start the half, and find some offensive fun.
Absolutely. So Bears have it. Moving it around. Sam Harold with it. He'll look to drive, give to Carter Dominic. Now to Kepler. Kepler puts up a shot off glass and good. Jace Kepler.
Good finish by Jace. The C's kind of parted there in the lane. Went down. Nice left-handed finish for the senior.
Cross court. Celina will bring it up. Shot is good for Grant Duncan. Nice move by Duncan.
Very nice. Very athletic. Sam Harold beat him to the spot, set his feet for the charge, and Duncan just kind of went up and went around him in the air.
Harold with the basketball. Will give to Jessing. Now back over to Kepler. Now back to Harold. Underneath to Landon Bassett, then back out. Kepler with it to Dominic. Tries to get it to Bassett. Loses the basketball. Celina will pick it up. Turnover for the Bears, 27-19.
Another tough look there. Little pocket pass from Dominic to Bassett with a baseline cut. Trying to go back door into some Celina hands, and the ball came loose. Bears weren't able to come away with it.
Celina moves it around. Nearly stolen away by Kepler, but Braylon Gabe's able to pull it down.
Twice. Jessing knocked it away. That was some clinic tape on why you stepped 2 passes right there by Gabe's, because Kepler thought he saw that, and he was already thinking about the layup he was going to get at the other end.
He's licking his chops right there.
Absolutely.
Celina moving it around. Grant Duncan has it on the left wing. Now they go deeper left to Caleb Gabes.
And there's no reason for Celina not to be patient every possession the rest of the way out now with this lead.
They try to feed it underneath. Lost by Caleb Gabes, but he recovers it. 3 ball in the air, no good by Caden Wernz, and then the rebound comes down to Carter Dominic. Bears will bring it up quickly. Sam Harold feeds it under Carter Dominic. He'll feed it right back to Sam, who puts up the shot, and good. Harold hit the deck, but we'll get the bucket, 27-21.
A lot of contact there. I'm sure Sammy would have liked to have gotten it up at the free throw line on that, but a nice little give-and-go action by him and Carter Dominic.
Shot is made by Braylon Gabes, and that time they moved it quickly.
Yeah, and it seems like every time the Bears have got a bucket, Celina's had an answer. We're just having to work so hard on the defensive end to get stops. It's making offense even harder down here.
Not a 3 ball, a shot at the foul line extended for Sam Harold. Harold with back-to-back buckets. Bears trail by 6 now. Celina moved it down. Underneath, shot is up and good by Carter Allstetter.
Bears having a little bit of trouble in their own press to rotate to the right places. Giving up some open looks right now. Coach Homeyer is going to have to decide whether he wants to stay in that, if he wants to go pressure in a different way.
Harold at the foul line again. Back to back to back for Sam Harold. If they could just get stops on this end.
Sammy Harold feeling good right now. A little bit. If you can do a heat check from 15 feet, that's what that was. A nice pull up off the dribble by the senior.
Underneath, double teamed, and then he stole the basketball away. Outlet pass to Kepler. Kepler looks to drive, puts up a shot, and they're going to call a block. And Jace Kepler will head to the line to shoot a pair of Welling Construction free throws. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712.
And that was an athletic move by Kepler because the Celina defender got back and was waiting for him. Allstetter was waiting on the block for him. And Kep was able to step around, forced Allstetter to kick his hip out. So the foul went that way, and Kep gets the first free throw.
Next one coming. That's good as well. 31-27 down to a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Just keep creeping, getting stops and getting buckets. Keep creeping back into it.
Celina breaks the press. They feed it under cross court. Cisco thought about a 3.
You can see Carter Dominic getting out there in a hurry, respecting the three-point shooter.
Oh, nice move there by Landon Bassett to knock that one out of bounds.
Yeah, just about got caught by the backdoor cut, but good recovery by Bassett. Got a hand on it to knock it out of bounds.
because Gabe's would have had an easy layup right there.
Yeah, good ball movement and good movement all around by Celina there.
Cisco launches another one. That is off rim. Rebound comes down to the Bears.
You can see Cisco knew that was short. He took off after that right away.
Kepler will give. Carter Dominic has it now. Now Kep gets it back. Looks to drive, hands to Bassett. Bassett will give. Now underneath to Carter Dominic. Dominic dribbles, and we're going to get a double dribble called on Carter Dominic. He disagrees.
He does disagree. I think I agree with what he's saying. I don't know if that was the double dribble the official saw, but the ball did get knocked out of his hands initially by the help defender from Celina.
So Bulldogs will bring it up. Werns has it, is trapped in the corner there. And he will get it escaped to Jake Kanapke. Now they get it down to Braylon Gabes. Gabes will try to go baseline, and Landon Bassett's going to be called for a foul.
You get Landon for being just a little aggressive, trying to take away the baseline right there.
That'll be Bassett's first. Langendorfer will check back in for the Bears. Bears trail 31-27, 3:30 remaining, third quarter. They get it underneath. Shot is up and good for Braylon Gabes.
Yeah, just impressed by Gabes and the athletic ability of both of those brothers around the rim.
Yep.
Able to adjust a little bit in the air. Nice finish by the senior there.
Sam Harold will come inside, miss the layup with pressure. And we're going to get a timeout called by Celina. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Timeout sponsored by Brian Ford Lincoln, North Main Street. Brian, we're good values. Made a great deal. And I think that timeout was more than anything to let his defender that hit the deck catch his breath.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't wait a little longer to see if the official would stop play for the injured player. Kanapke kind of, him and Sammy Harold got tied up on Harold's shot right there. No call. Kanapke is the only one who's on the bench right now. There's a lot of giggles in that huddle, so I think we got a pretty good idea what might have happened to him on that collision.
I think you're right.
And right now, I mean, that's classic boys basketball or boys of any kind. There's one guy not laughing and 15 players and coaches that are having a good giggle at his expense.
Yep, for sure.
That's why you got to like coaching boys sports, I guess.
Bulldogs will bring it up after the timeout. Cisco has it on the left side. We'll give back out top of the key to Braylon Gabes. Gabes will work around a couple of screens. Cisco camp out of the top of the key. Now they go back cut. Now back out to Cisco, launches a three. That one is no good. Rebound will come down to Landon Bassett. Nice defense
good for
there.
the Bears. Maybe Cisco's cooled off a little bit. Halftime might have done what the Bears weren't able to do.
And we're going to get a foul as at the last second, Sam Harold dumped it off to Gavin Jessing.
Yeah, nice.
Or was
cut.
that Langendorfer? No, that was Jessing. Jessing got hit.
Nice cut by Jessing. Good find by Harold. And the biggest thing is that's the third foul on Braylon Gabes.
Yep.
Or Gabe, sorry.
Jessing looks a little gimpy.
A little shot in the
shoulder,
near the
looks
thigh,
like.
maybe. It's a little gimpy walking around there.
If he's not feeling well, don't give him the basketball. Let somebody else come in and take that shot.
Yeah.
That one is no good.
We talked about Gavin in the intro about his scoring here lately, what he's meant to the Bears offensively. Rough night for the junior tonight, just 2 points so far, but a lot of game left. There's plenty of time for him to get involved.
That one is good. And he'll check out as Carter Dominic comes back in.
Yep, I think they want to ask him how he's feeling, see if he's all right.
Bulldogs will bring it up. Caleb Gabes will bring it over the timeline, go left side to Braylon Gabes. Gabes will spin, drive, another spin, and put up a bucket.
Looked like he might have got away with a little bit of a walk right there.
I think you're right, 35-28.
That's one of those, though, when the eyes are all on contact up high, you got away with a little bit of a shuffle.
Bears have it. Kepler in between the circles, gets it to Landon Bassett. Now nice backdoor cut by Sam Harold, up and good. Nice find by Bassett.
There's some good action out of that elbow entry. There's a backdoor cut that the Bears look for out of that, and a great finish from the senior.
35
5-point ball game,
yep.
needs stops and buckets. A lot of game left.
3 ball in the air and buried by Braylon Gabes. He's a 34% free throw shooter, but that was 3 right there. No doubt about that one. 17 for him.
It just feels like every time the Bears have got a little bit of momentum, feeling good about things, Celina's had an answer.
3 ball for Sam Harold. It just looks just like that.
And that guy's feeling pretty good for us right now.
He has 16. Celina goes back door. Sam Harold just steals it away, calls a jump ball.
Boy.
I don't know about that. I looked like Sam stole it.
We would have liked to have had that steal. It looked like he got it pretty quick, but.
Jessing will check back in. Bassett will sit down. Celina leads by 5. They have the ball under their own basket. Top of the key. Cisco had it. Passed up a shot. Here's Wernz on the left wing. Wernz working against Sammy Harold. They'll go around a screen. Top of the key to Wernz. Celina probably playing for the last shot of the quarter. And we're going to get a push. Is that on Jessing?
Yeah, I'm going to get that on Jessing. I was hoping maybe for a second we had a moving screen, steal the possession there, but the whistle probably worked out because I think they had an open bucket at the rim.
Celina has it under a minute to play in the third quarter. 38-33. Trying to go inside. They
like
find their back.
A little bit of a push right there.
And Caden Wernz will make the bucket there. He has 4 points on the night. 30 seconds to play. Third quarter. Langenderfer gives to Jessing, now right back to him. Harold top of the key. Now to Kepler. Feed underneath to Carter Dominic. Now they'll hand off to Kepler. Kepler hits the deck and hurts his knee. Came down on his knee. That's not good.
Nope.
And we're going to get a foul called. I think that's going to be on Carter Dominic. No, maybe not.
I think they just blew the whistle. Oh,
they did call a foul on Carter Dominic. Wow, I didn't see what Carter did there.
No, I saw the missed shot. I thought we were gathering the rebound on the backside and then getting the whistle so they could stop play. But Jace has a history of injuries with his knees and some other things, so we're hoping for that kid right now.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Maybe this is just a scare and not anything more. Hope for the best.
Bounce pass underneath, shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Bears, and it goes out of bounds with 0.6 of a second. They're going to say that it stays with Celina. Ooh.
2 of them there back to back. The Bears just not able to get the handle on a couple of missed shots.
They feed it up. Shot is blocked, and no foul called. So at the end of the third quarter of play, the main stop score reads 40-33. Going to take this time out. Come back with more on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
To the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
we just want to say
thank you.
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, start of the fourth quarter, 40-33. Celina leads the Bryan Golden Bears. Bears basketball to start the quarter.
Kepler's still not back on the bench for the Bears, so Koenig in running the point.
Langenderfer has it, now Koenig has it again. Koenig back to Langenderfer, and they're going to call a foul. On who?
I think it's on Cisco. Him and Sam Harold were battling
Yep.
down there on the block.
Anytime the whistle blows like that, you worry that they may have called that offensive or something.
Oh, my.
And it right off of Gavin Jessing's hands. Hit him in the worst place.
I looked up right at the last second. I couldn't tell if it was a tough pass to handler or we just didn't catch it, but we were going to get the look we wanted. Nice curl, and we were going to have a bunny right there to get this thing back to 5. Got to find a way to get a stop.
Wernz with the basketball. They'll feed underneath. And we're real close to the out-of-bounds line now. Cisco will launch one. No good. Rebound hit by Carter Dominic and right to Celina, and they'll reset with 7:25 remaining and a 7-point lead.
Long rebound there for Celina. Burns the Bears.
They feed it underneath. Trap down there. Able to get out of it as Grant Duncan, and they'll reset again. And burn a whole minute of possession here, basically.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly why they went to this. They're running the flex, old school flex offense, burning a bunch of clock until they got a good look.
And Caden Wernz did not get one to fall.
No.
About as good a look as you could have.
Probably surprised by how open he was. Couldn't believe there was no one there challenging him and just yanked it at the rim.
Koenig with the basketball. He'll look to drive. And then he'll find underneath. And we're going to get a foul called as that Jessing underneath. Jessing
Koenig's
had the
defender
line.
fell down. He saw his dribble alive, and he still looked to pass that. He had a chance to just take one dribble and shoot a layup.
Caden Wernz picks up the foul. That'll be his second, team second. Jessing will go to the line to shoot 2. He's a 79% free throw shooter. Another pair of Welling Construction free throws coming for him. First one rattles, no good.
Bears are now 8 of 11, 8 of 10 from the free throw line through 3 quarters. Jessing was 1 of 2 the last time. Hopefully we can get the second one here.
That one does fall. Bulldogs bringing it down. Get it over the timeline. We'll get into their half-court offense. Braylon Gabes with the basketball, working against Jessing. Shot up and rattles in and out. Rebound comes down to Jessing. Carter Dominic got a hand in his face.
Maybe a little quicker than what Coach Johns wanted for Celina there. Pretty good defense by the Bears. I thought better offense by Gabes. Just couldn't get it to fall, and Jessing can't get that one to drop.
Jessing misses a shot. 40-34, 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Long kick out. Knapke has it now. And now back to Caleb Gabes. Nearly lost the basketball. Good defense from Gavin Jessing. 5:50 remaining fourth quarter.
Yeah, Jessing's length is so useful when he's on the ball defender like that. He's got a deflection, got a piece of it. He's quick, he's got good lateral movement. He's just long.
Celina not in any hurry right now. Caleb Gabes looks to drive, and we're going to get a offensive foul. Been doing that a lot of the night. He finally got whistled for it.
I thought the same thing. Seen that a few times.
That'll be 2 on him.
Boy, Bears need a bucket.
Yep, in the worst way.
Really big right now. A bucket would be huge.
6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Langendorfer has it to Sam Harold. Harold will give to Carter Dominic. Now Langendorfer, and we're going to get a traveling violation.
Not what the Bears needed.
No, absolutely not.
5th turnover of the half, 13th of the night, and that's been a bugaboo tonight for the Bears.
They're playing hard.
Turnovers.
Yep, too many turnovers. Bulldogs with the basketball, approaching the 5-minute mark here, and they lead by 6. Caden Wernz with the basketball. Gives to Cisco. Braylon Gabes will drive now. And will make a nice spin move to get open, and that makes it an 8-point game now.
Great pivot move once he was stuck in the lane. Bears kind of left him. Didn't leave him completely, but walked away from being between him and the hoop. He finished off the pivot move, and another one there by Maddox Langendorfer. He just can't get the shot to drop.
Nice pivot move by Langendorfer. You're right.
That's the difference in how your season goes right there. get a good one on that end and the player finishes. We get a good one on our end and you're not able to finish and rebound it, and it's an 8-point ball game and the Bears are down and the other team's got the ball.
Bears looking to trap. Celina gets it open. 3-ball by Cisco is good.
And he found the bottom again. His last two didn't look very good. That one looked pretty pure, and that was about on the G right in front of Coach Johns and the Celina bench.
3-ball coming the other way off front iron, and Cisco will pick it up. They'll fire it down quickly, and nice move there as Caden Wernz basically had an assist from Dylan Koenig. Koenig was going after the ball. It got tipped off his hands, and
just a run the Bears didn't need to see right here. They were back to within contention, 5-point ball game, and now it's out to 13.
Yeah.
And this is about the last shot you got. If you're the Bryan Golden Bears, you've got to make a run right here. You've got to get some stops and find a way to finish on the offensive end.
47-34, going to take a timeout. Back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Bears trail 47-34. Just a minute ago, they had it to a 5-point lead, and a quick little run there takes it out to a 13-point.
Call that a spurt. A little spurt right there. Cisco hit another 3, a couple run-outs. Braylon Gabes got up to his 19th point of the night, so he's over his average of 16 on the season. And a nice answer for Celina after the Bears won the third quarter, 16-15.
Sam Harold has it, drives, misses the shot, rebound comes down. Story really of the game is Jace Kepler getting injured and has not returned yet.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him come back for the Bears. But he is on the bench and he's getting ready to check in. That is a good sign for the Bears.
That is a good sign, yeah, absolutely.
We'll see if there's enough time left with 3.5, down 13 to be the spark the Bears need here.
And Celina just content to move it around and waste some time. Caleb Gabes has it, Grant Duncan, they're just going back and forth between them. .319 and counting. That's tipped around. Caleb Gabes has it though, and without a shot clock in basketball, this is what you get.
Yep. Bears trying to trap everywhere. Celina just trying to bleed clock. They're doing a pretty good job over the top of the Bears trap right here. Good job handling the ball, a chance to catch their breath.
They feed it underneath. Foul line shot is good for Braylon Gabes.
Yeah, and he's been feeling it tonight. 21 now for the senior.
Underneath, Jessing, shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around and comes down to Celina. And the Bears will, they're going to get a foul on Sam Harold. Looked like a jump ball effort. Huh. 2 for Sam Harold.
We'll see if the Bears are able to get Celina to get a shot off quicker here. Make them go through offense quicker. Force a turnover, something.
The Bears have 4 fouls to give, and Jessing just gave them a block.
Gave one of them.
Yep. That'll be 2 on Jessing. At this point, they don't matter, though.
No. Fouls are not the problem with 2.5 left. Right now, it's that 15-point deficit.
And the clock.
The clock is not our friend. We need to make this thing run.
Celina just moving around. Now they got a trap. Able to get out of it. Kick out.
You got to be impressed with Celina's guards right now. They've handled these traps and the pressure.
Shot missed. Rebound comes down to Caleb Gabes.
And you definitely can't have that for Coach Homeyer's squad. Force a miss out of your trap and not able to board it on the backside.
Carter Dominic will pick up a foul. Oh, actually, Sam Harold will pick up foul number 3. It's games like this that make me really wish for a high school shot clock.
Absolutely. I would be a huge proponent of that. Kids play the game to have fun. You have fun when you're taking shots and scoring points. There's no reason to pass it 97 times.
Yep. And I would say that even if the Bears are up doing the same thing.
Yes, absolutely. You can still run your shot clock 35, 40 seconds of possession, finish it with a shot. Kids didn't start playing basketball in the 3rd, 4th, 5th grade to play keep away for 5 minutes at the end of the game, and 4 corners from Dean Smith and Bobby Knight.
Yep. That's what they've basically been doing. Now they drive up, put up a shot, and they're going to whistle Carter Dominic, I believe. No, they're Carl Sam again. It's 4 on him.
He's picked up some quick ones right here towards the end.
Minute 25 remaining, 49-34. And this actually will lead to Welling Construction free throws. First one is good for Jake Kanapke.
Kanapke's first trip to the line, first points tonight.
We're going to see Elias Oberlin check in and Noah Heward. Oberlin is wearing 12 tonight.
A couple of senior reserves able to get on the floor here towards the end of the game.
Solano
Johns is going to get
in.
Braylon Gabes out of the game. Really nice ball game for that young man.
That one is off the front iron. Rebound comes down to Landon Bassett. Bears running now. Noah Heward will give to Brown. Now back out to Heward. He launches a 3. No good. Rebound comes down to Celina. Nope, it's loose. Bears will get it. And then Celina takes it right away.
Good hustle rebound, just not able to maintain possession there for the Bears. Look like Landon Bassett getting on the floor and working hard for that.
Grant Duncan with the basketball. Celina just going to be content to dribble it out. The Bears only have a foul to give. Knocked away, though. Nice poke away.
Carter Brown, yep.
Yeah.
Again, that's been the way it's felt like all night tonight. Bears have gotten deflection, get their hands on things, and it always ends back in a green jersey.
And we're going to get a timeout called, I think.
Coach John's just saving that possession, getting some subs in. He's
All right,
clearing
there
off
you
the
go.
rest of his bench.
So it's going to be a full timeout. We're just going to keep it with them and hopefully take a look at our upcoming schedule here for the GBSN. We'll need to reload that before it comes up on the screen. Let's see what, still not fixed. Nope, for some reason. All right, well, we'll just forget that then. Want to show that graphic?
Decision and just say we're not going to do it.
Well, we'll tell you that we've got the game with Swanton for the girls next week, next Thursday. And then we've got the following Thursday, we've got the girls' tournament game against Otsego. And then the boys finish up with Wauseon on the 23rd, and their tournament game is yet to be known. Likely will be on the road somewhere.
Would have to assume. You never know with those big districts and the way voting goes. Coaches can still put themselves up, but yeah, more than likely you're right. The Bears will be on the road for their first tournament game.
Yep. So Miller City for the girls. I can't remember where the boys go for their sectional or district. I mean,
I should have brought in the bracket.
I'll have to look it up. Let me look it up right now. That's why we have the internet, right?
All I know is I would much rather be going to Paulding.
I agree with you 100%. I don't understand. I really don't understand. You know, when you've got a good situation, why?
You just fill in the blank with I don't understand the Northwest District Board and just kind of leave it there.
All right, Celina just moving it around. I think we're going to be at BG. If that makes sense. Let me just confirm that. They don't have it up yet. I think we're going to be in BG.
Not a bad drive for the Bryan faithful. Straight down State Route 6.
And this is going to be it as the Golden Bears will lose 50-34. And Golden Bears will move to 6-12 on the season. Celina goes to 12-8 on the season. And 50-34 your final score. We're going to wrap things up here. Going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will wrap things up here from Brian after a long day of basketball on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
At Oberlin, Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold with you. The Golden Bears lose to Celina by a score of 50-34. Let's take a look at some stats. First, look at individual stats.
All right, individually for the Golden Bears, Maddox Langendorfer had 2, Jace Kepler had 10, Gavin Jessing had 4, Sam Harold had a really nice second half, ended up with 16, and Carter Dominic had 2. For the total of the Bears, 34 points. On Celina's side, they had 6 points from Caleb Gabes, 21 points from brother Braylon Gabes, 2 points from Grant Duncan and Carter Alstatter. Lennon Cisco off the bench with his 4 threes had 12 points. Caden Wirtz had 6 points, and they got a bucket from Carson Weitzel. So for their 50-34 win for Celina.
Let's take a look at our team stats.
Individual stats. Team stats. Really good shooting night for Celina, 18 of 36, 5 of 16 from 3. Only got to the free throw line those 6 times. They're a lot more perimeter oriented.
Yep.
Not a lot of fouls called either underneath the basket. 5 turnovers, 13 points off the bench. Those 12 of those coming from Lennon Cisco. The Golden Bears didn't shoot the ball very well, 12 of 30 from the field, just 1 of 9 from 3. They were 9 or 12 from the free throw line. Those 14 turnovers, I think, is the big number. Just hurt our flow offensively. Once we were in a roll and getting on runs, we were never able to continue that. And they had the 2 bench points from Maddox Langendorfer.
Yeah, that was a tough one for the Golden Bears. They played hard, but again, defensively couldn't get stops when you needed them. Couldn't get shots to fall. It's just kind of the same thing every time we do one of these games.
And it felt like every time we did, I think I said that during the game, every time we did get a bucket and start to feel just a little glimmer, a little bit of momentum, Celina always had an answer. There's always a bucket at the other end.
I want to thank our sponsors bringing you the game. They include Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, the Bryan Parks and Rec, Fackler Monument, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger, Oberlin, Turnbull, Funeral Home and Crematory, Veterans Services of Williams County, Starks Plumbing and Heating, Northwest State Community College, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Danielle Van Atta Agency, and the Bryan Athletic Boosters. Also want to thank our broadcast crew. Our director engineer is Krista Bruner. Our camera, Tristan Atkinson today. Tristan been sitting over all quiet all afternoon, and I just called him by the wrong name. But that happens. I want to thank our athletic department at BHS, Nathan Keel and Teresa Kuzmal, Golden Bear Photography, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponzak. At WSN, I want to thank Nick Fraley. Back at WQCT, Rick Armentrout. I'm executive producer of the Golden Bear Sports Network. Watch tonight's broadcast on bryansports.com or on WOSN Sunday at 4 o'clock, right up to before the Super Bowl. Watch this game. And next game, it'll be the Lady Bears. Swanton coming to town next Thursday, the 15th. We'll have that game for you on bryansports.com, Q96.5, and WOSN. This broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. One final time for all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network. With Brian Arnold, I'm Chris Malanga. Again, your final score is 50-34. Celina wins. Have a good night, everybody.